के लिए बैठे हुए हैं वो पल हमारे नज़दीक आ चुका है। दासी को पूरा यकीन है कि ये जो करबद्ध सभी संत महात्मा भक्त यहाँ बैठे हैं, सूरज की तपिश पर जिनकी भक्ति हावी हो रही है, चेहरे की मुस्कुराहट और ये भक्ति का आनंद हावी हो रहा है, वो पल हमारे बीच शीघ्र ही हमें उसका दीदार भी होने वाला है। और दासी विनती करेगी सभी संत महात्माओं से कि वो पंडाल में आकर अपना स्थान प्राप्त करें। साथ संगत जी सभी अपनी रचना को पावन पवित्र करते हुए सद्गुरु माता जी का बोल सद्गुरु माता सुदीक्षा सविंदर हरदेव जी महाराज की जय। निरंकारी राजमाता गुरुवचन अवतार की जय। जो बोले तिस बलिहार धन निरंकार। साथ संगत जी हम देख रहे हैं कि हमारे मध्य सद्गुरु माता सुदीक्षा जी महाराज एवं निरंकारी राजपिता जी का आगमन हो चुका है और वो विराजमान हो चुके हैं। तो दासी के मन में बस एक ही भाव इस पल में गूंज गूंज कर आ रहा है कि आपसे रूबरू होते ही लफ्ज़ विदा ले लेते हैं। आपसे रूबरू होते ही लफ्ज़ विदा ले लेते हैं, पर कहने का दस्तूर है तो हरफों की रुखसती अभी ठीक नहीं। तो बात तो आगे बढ़ानी होगी साथ संगत जी, लेकिन ये जो भक्तों के चेहरे का आनंद हम देख रहे हैं इस वक्त कुछ और कहना भी लाजमी लगता नहीं। लेकिन दासी को क्योंकि विनती करनी है तो दासी विनती करेगी आदरणीय बहन उषा रानी जी से, जो कि रोहिणी से है, वो मंच पर आए और एक कविता के रूप में संगत माँ का आशीर्वाद प्राप्त करें। और इनके बाद बहन सोनिया गुप्ता जी भी मंच के नज़दीक रहें जी। अभी बहन उषा रानी जी। साथ संगत जी थोड़ा सा सीक्वेंस में चेंज करते हुए दासी विनती करेगी बहन सोनिया गुप्ता जी से, जो कि जहांगीरपुरी से है और स्पीच रूप में साथ संगत माँ का आशीर्वाद प्राप्त करेंगे। और इनके बाद हम श्रवण करेंगे बहन निशा गांधी जी को। साथ संगत जी प्रेम से कहना धन निरंकार जी।
Saints, say with love, Nirankari. Saints, it is really a great honor for me to take the blessings in this form and to be the part of these blissful moments. Saints, Sadguru, the true master, has always been guiding us since years for being a great human. Not only just a body of 5 elements, but also a social entity full of love, emotions, care, respect, oneness, devotion. Saints, but I, as a human, am so lost in this materialistic world that I have forgotten the sole purpose of my life, which is knowing this one, doing seva, simran, satsang, having devotion in my life, which leads to salvation. Saints, we all know that salvation is the final destination, which can only be achieved by covering the path of devotion. And then devotion can be reached by climbing up the stairs of surrender, faith, trust, love. Saints, devotion is self-affection. It is love. It is loyalty for this Nankar. It is worship of Sadguru. Saints, but the very first step of devotion is surrendering myself. It does not mean letting go of me, but letting go of who I think I am. It does not mean losing myself, but finding myself. Saints, as the name itself suggests, surrender. If we break this name into letters, it will be sounding like Sar in Dar. Saints, if simply we keep our ifs and buts aside, and if we bow our heads in the holy feet of Sadguru Mataji, we'll find that this Sadguru, this Nankar is everything, and we are nothing. But when this nothing meets everything, it also becomes everything. Saints, recently there was an annual performance review meeting in my organization where my branch manager was taking the open session on the floor. And due to some issues, due to some problems, I could not deliver the desired results in the final quarter of the year 2023. So now in that session, as we all would be aware of the corporate culture, in that session, my branch manager was really angry, was really shouting and humiliating my other colleagues because of their poor performances. I was sitting at the corner, I'm just looking at that lady. My heartbeats are getting faster, my body is shivering because this was the same which she's gonna do with me. Saints, I was just praying in my mind and I surrendered myself. I said, Mataji, Nankar, I have done what I could. I tried my best. Now please preserve my virtue. Surprisingly, my branch manager, instead of humiliating me in front of everybody, my branch manager started praising the work which I did in the other 3 quarters of the year. She started appreciating my hard work. She started praising, she started showing faith on me for the future performances. Though it is a very simple example, saints, but here we can understand that if we surrender ourselves completely, if we sacrifice our hopes, our expectations which we have from the perishable world, which anyway push us back from the path of devotion, if we give the keys of our life in the hand of Sadguru, and if we let her drive the way she wants to, then our life will be full of those attributes which a true devotee must have. But on the other side, saints, one can never surrender completely. One can never show dedication to someone he does not love, he does not trust fully. So we can say that dedication or surrender endures only as long as there is faith to attain it. But how easily we start carrying a big why in our hearts, in our mind, when something does not happen according to our plans, when something does not happen the way we want it to be. Saints, we all would have heard many examples where it was nothing but the faith of Dhruv Prahlad ji when his father tied him with a pillar full of poisonous ants and he surrendered himself, he was lost in devotion and those poisonous ants could not even twist a single hair. It was nothing but the faith of Guru Arjan Dev ji when a Mughal emperor made him sit on a hot plate, poured hot red sand over his body, over his head, and he was just lost in chanting Simran of Nirankari. It was nothing but the faith of Shabri ji where she waited for the entire life for Lord Ramaji, but still she kept picking up the thorns from the road every single day. It was nothing but the faith of Mirabai ji where she surrendered herself completely and she left everything for Lord Krishna ji. But here, we are just asked to leave our ego, our hatredness, our hostility. Saints, Her Holiness Sadguru Mataji also guides us that we have to start devotion, we have to start bhakti from our homes first of all. Saints, but if someone raises a finger on me, if someone puts any kind of allegations on me, I start holding grudges against him. I start keeping hatredness against him. Saints, the word, the name itself is having go in this word, but I don't let it go. I keep that ego inside me on the top of everything, in every circumstance, which ultimately pollutes my mind. It pollutes my thoughts. It deviates me from the path of devotion. Saints, at last, I would pray to Sadguru Mataji that please bless me, please keep this faith alive in me. Please bless me so that my words can meet my actions. And hence, if anyone enters into my aura, he can automatically get to know that, yes, I am Nirankari. Yes, I am your devotee. I am your student. Saints, say with love, Dhanankarji.
Saints say with love, Dhan Nirankari. Spirituality does not ask for proof. It itself is a proof of bliss, sukoon, and eternal stability. We have been listening to these pious thoughts, saints. और अब जैसे कि दासी ने विनती करी थी नोएडा से आई बहन निशा गांधा जी से कि वो साथ संगत का आशीर्वाद प्राप्त करें, और इनके बाद दासी विनती करेगी विनीत लांबा जी को, वो भी मंच के नज़दीक रहें जी। साथ संगत जी प्रेम से कहना धन निरंकार जी।
साथ संगत जी प्यार से कहना धन निरंकार जी। तुम्हारे प्यार से जो जिंदगी सजाएंगे, तुम्हारे प्यार से जो जिंदगी सजाएंगे, किसी बशर का कभी हम बुरा न चाहेंगे, तुम्हारे प्यार से जो जिंदगी सजाएंगे, तुम्हारे प्यार से जो जिंदगी सजाएंगे। संभाल लोगे उन्हें आगे बढ़ के 100 कदम, संभाल लोगे उन्हें आगे बढ़ के 100 कदम, तुम्हारी राह पे जो एक कदम बढ़ा